Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining. Really quick video update today. I'm going to give you a few shoulder tips for the over 40 lifter. And the tips really, if you're over 40, don't vary too much from when you're younger. The only thing I will say if you're an over 40 lifter is if you haven't been lifting weights all the way up until you hit 40, then you need to be very careful and ease into any lifting program. If you've already been lifting some weights and you have a little bit of experience under your belt and you have some muscle that you built over the years and you've had some layoffs and or even if you're a weekend warrior but you know your way around the weight room, then you can go ahead and proceed and do the weightlifting and delve right into these tips. But again, if you're a brand new lifter at 40, you can apply these tips and you can apply the weightlifting, but you just want to ease into it and condition yourself just like any other weightlifter would have to do, and put a little bit of time in under the bar to get your joints and muscles conditioned for lifting weights. So what you see here in the video is the behind the neck press. Yes, behind the neck. So again, most lifters in the gym nowadays, even younger lifters, but primarily lifters that are older, will tell me that behind the neck press is bad for your shoulders. It's interesting because when anyone says that to me, the first thing I ask them is, do you do the behind the neck press, and have you done the behind the neck press? And 90% of the time, the answer is no. The answer is no. So they read something somewhere, or somebody told them something, and they believed it. And they believed it. So, like I've said in many videos before, and this is no exception, try things for yourself. The behind the neck press might be bad for somebody's shoulders, but it might work wonders for yours. But you can't just believe anything and everything you hear somebody say. One person says it, it travels around like wildfire, and all of a sudden behind the neck presses are bad for your shoulders. It was the same thing with behind the neck pull downs. I was doing those in the gym a couple weeks ago. Those are bad for your shoulders. I would think that the extended range of motion would be good for your shoulders. Think about that for a second. Just think about it. Whose range of motion would be better? Someone who can do a press behind the neck, or someone who can't? Again, just think about it. I'll let you answer that one on your own. Actually, no, I'll answer it for you. The behind the neck presser will have a better range of motion because they can get their arms back that far. So that means that their shoulder joint is that much more opened up. Maybe not because of the behind the neck pressing. It could be genetic. It could be because they've been doing the behind the neck press so long that they built up more flexibility here. It could be a lot of factors into why, but don't fall into this trap of one or two people saying something to you and then you just buy right into it. You buy right into it. So try exercises for yourself. Incorporate the movement slowly, carefully, ease your way into it, and find out for yourself if it's bad. For yourself. You're not going to hurt yourself by trying an exercise with a 10-pound bar or even with a broomstick behind your shoulders, and just see how that motion feels for you. If it feels okay with that broomstick, then try a 5-pound bar. Then go up to 10 pounds to 20 pounds. But don't cut an exercise out of your program, or don't limit yourself by not trying an exercise just because you heard someone say that movement is bad for your shoulders. Okay? Be willing to do the exploratory work it takes to find out on your own. So second tip is shoulder raises. Love shoulder raises, like doing them several times throughout a training cycle, throughout the week rather. And the one I like to do the most is when you have a bend in the elbows. So most guys in the gym, they do the shoulder raises this way. It's a side raise, and it's out to the side like this. Okay, nothing wrong with that. That's a good movement. And you get recruitment up here in the side delt and a little bit in the front delt. What I like to do is bring the dumbbells here and turn them up like you're pouring out a pitcher. So it gives you a little bit more tension on the side delt. Up like you're pouring out a pitcher. Let me turn it this way. Up, right there, like you're pouring a pitcher out. A little bit of a side view here. Boom, right there. Okay, like you're pouring a pitcher out. Turn it up. Good. So pinky fingers start down, and then pinky fingers up, thumbs down. So by getting that movement in there, you're getting this tension right here on the side delt. Right there in the side delt. You can see that working there as the dumbbell comes up. You can see that whole deltoid working, and that's what you want. That's what makes your shoulders look really nice in a shirt or out of a shirt, and gives you that definition, and it actually makes your arms look a lot bigger, because as you know, a lot of this bodybuilding is about an illusion. So when you have a shoulder that's more cut like that, it's going to give you a little bit more definition through your arm, doing the raises, once again, this way, with the pinky fingers coming up. Let me do that one more time, closer so you can see. So here, dumbbells about level with the chest, and you're going to come up and turn like you're pouring out a pitcher. So that keeps the tension on your deltoid the whole time. Keep the tension there. You can even hold here for a 2 count and then bring it back down. So the shoulders are a muscle that works really well with holds. Any raise you do here, don't just bring it up and down really fast. Come up and give it a hold at the top to get the tension going in the muscle and to build some strength there, recruit a little bit more muscle fiber. So recapping really quick, don't be afraid to try new exercises, and don't be afraid to try the exercises that people say are bad for you to do. See if they're bad on your body. Okay, somebody tells you that, well, the behind the neck press isn't good. Don't just believe it without trying it. Don't just believe it without trying it. Somebody tells you that a shoulder raise with your elbows bent, that's not the best one. Well, do it yourself first. Take a day and do 6, 7, 8 sets of it. And when you wake up in the morning, you'll know which part of the shoulder worked. Same with the behind the neck press. I get great results from that. Great results. So it's worked well for me over the years because I gave it a try. Don't just believe everything you hear in the gym. Weightlifting or not. A lot of bad advice floating around in most gyms, so just be careful what you believe and what people tell you and what you buy into. Hope this has been informative for you. Have a nice day.